in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hokies will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Illinois' offense will start this game off. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play.
Oh, he's got some space. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
They booted away. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Virginia Tech's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority. Pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Going to swing it on second down. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The Hokies are facing third and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
To the air on first down. got the quick pass. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes down.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Release to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll pull it on the read. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so he lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves.
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Off-play action on first down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Back to pass, it's Rayola. Flips it out on the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Here comes the heat. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to run it, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but this offense wants a chance to win. They have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got him.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right up the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go with a direct snap. There he goes. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. He just tossed that one out of bounds to avoid the sack, to avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Illinois offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Going for it all. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wants to throw on third down. A little release to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch at the 20. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Hokies are on the move. They'll try the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more consistent.
Touchdown, Hokies! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Back to pass. It's Raiola. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One of the things I love about this defense, guys, they bring pressure from all over the yard, and that's now the 2nd sack for this corner.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quick shuffle pass. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think and put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. He's going for the goal line. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. He's looking to throw. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. Turning it on. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. So much for being backed up. Now they got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. To throw, it's Raiola. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Well, he chews up yards, doesn't he? That was really quick, really decisive. Designed quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays, and thank goodness they got him on the ground and it wasn't a bigger play than they could have been.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
31, Illinois, 3.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Here we go. The give from the gun. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And a a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to throw, it's Silva. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Trying to convert, Illinois comes to the line. Let's go! On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Punts it out of the air.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas is dominating this one, and you can bet the good folks in Denton are loving every aspect of this offense. They're up 14 over San Jose State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give as they work on that clock. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Hokies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Going with the ground game left. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. To the air, it's Silva. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on second down. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Illinois now facing third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
Continues to fight for yards. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Silva. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in this game.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yellow. It'll be third and long. They feed him again. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. Offense in a bunch formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they